This is episode 44 of Southern Gospel Now, your weekly look inside Southern Gospel music. I'm Greg Goodman. Southern Gospel Now is brought to you by SouthernGospelPrizes.com. Congratulations to Joan of Magnolia, Texas. She's the winner of 2 annual passes to the Ark Encounter from Answers in Genesis. Be sure to register for the current contest at SouthernGospelPrizes.com. Winter weather has been a part of the life of a large portion of the United States over the past week. The Talleys retired from touring in 2020, and Roger Talley says dealing with winter weather is one thing he does not miss.
I actually am loving being retired. It doesn't feel that much difference from when we were traveling because we are still just as busy as ever. I'm involved in several different things, and I probably always will be, but a couple of things that I don't miss at all are having to get up early or deal with the bus in the winter weather and the snow and the ice and wonder if I'm going to be able to make it to the date or not.
Just as the weather can be frustrating to those who have to drive in it, it's beautiful and can make for some fun outdoor activities with the kids and grandkids. Jonathan Wilburn here sledding with the grandkids.
Here we go, me and Julia. Woo, goodness. Woo.
Jonathan says during the last snow, he went and got all the grandkids, took them out to a big hill on Wilburn Lane to enjoy and make some memories. Sounds like they had a blast. Triumphant Quartet Scotty Inman is working on a new solo project. He fills us in.
Honestly, this album came from a song I had written for my kids, which will be the first release. It spawned into a whole album idea. If we're going to do a single, let's just do a full album. And the full album will release later this spring, but the first single, Grow Up Slow, will release February the 1st, along with a music video.
We'll be looking forward to the video, single, and the whole CD. As they're getting ready to go into the studio, the Perrys are making an addition to the lineup. Jamie Streetman will be joining this legendary group. Jamie's not a stranger to Southern Gospel. You'll remember him from Paul's Journey, Master's Promise, and the Griffith Family. The Perrys celebrated their 50th anniversary of sharing the gospel in 2021. Gerald Wolfe's Gospel Music Hymn Sing just returned from their winter tour. Some international guests used this Florida leg of the tour to visit the United States, specifically to hear and sing the hymns. Greater Vision's Rodney Griffin tells us more.
We had a very special surprise on our Hymn Sing tour in Florida last week. It was 4 days, 4 cities in Florida. The first night, a couple walked up to Gerald Wolfe and said, "We're from Germany." It was a mother and her son. They'd never been to America, but they'd seen the hymn sing videos on YouTube and said, "We've got to come experience those." So they came every night in Florida, and for the first time in the U.S., driving around Florida and standing up, videoing from their seat these hymns as they sang along with us. What a great precious example of how hymns are so far-reaching. And then Saturday night in Jacksonville, Florida, another gentleman walked up to Gerald and said, "I'm from London, England. I flew in today just for this hymn sing, and I'm flying back home tonight." He said, "I've seen these on YouTube, and I want to experience this." And it's such a great blessing to see how the hymns of the church are reaching all over the world, and we are so grateful to be a part of it.
Southbound had the honor this past week of performing the national anthem for the first time as a group at the Hula Bowl in Florida. Nice job, guys. The National Quartet Convention is adding a new event to those under its umbrella. NQC Executive Vice President Clark Beasley.
For a long time, we have been so impressed with what Mel Riegsecker and his team and Chip Shawan at the Blue Gate Theater have been able to accomplish up there. Just so impressed with the complex and the great entertainment they provide and the experience they provide. So we're excited about partnering with them to bring a premier gospel music event to the heart of Amish country this fall, and hopefully making it an an annual fall event in the middle of October. So all the information is available on our website as well as Bluegate Theater's website.
That event is slated for October 13th through the 15th. The 2022 Shipshewana Amish Country Jubilee will include the Hoppers, Jim and Melissa Brady, Triumphant Quartet, Tribute Quartet, Greater Vision, Mark Tremmel Quartet, The Guardians, the Second Half Quartet, Mark Lowry, David Phelps, and Guy Penrod. Quite a lineup. Tops on the Singing News Power 50 weekly chart for the week, Greater Vision with Songs of Grace. That's it for this week. If you missed any of our back editions, you can find them wherever you get podcasts or at southerngospelnow.com. I'm Greg Goodman. Love your neighbor, and I'll talk to you next week.